Janko, hello. At the beginning of the second set, a game of 10 minutes, it was, even though you are both Serbians, it was a big battle there in the court.
I felt that the tides have changed in the beginning of the second set, where I managed to get out of my first 2 or 3 service games. It was always juice advantage, and once I managed to survive those couple of games, I was always and constantly putting pressure on Novak's serve until the end of the match. So this just proves that no matter how much one player is dominant on court, which Novak was in the beginning of the match, it proves that, you know, on this level, things can change dramatically really fast.
You obviously know him very well, especially from practice. Did you get a sense today that he is playing on an empty tank?
Not trying to undermine my performance or my victory today, I can freely say that this was not Novak Djokovic from the US Open or Wimbledon, you know, which is in a way normal. You know, he won everything a person can win. He had the best season, if I'm not mistaken, in the history of this sport. So it's normal that, you know, he had some shoulder issues, whatever, but on the other way, I saw him trying and fighting until the end, you know, and I'm giving credit to me because I managed to beat the world #1, maybe not at his best day, but still that's, I feel, a victory that no one can take away from me.
Can you talk about how much your friendship and relationship with Novak has helped you as a tennis player?
I said it before and I'm saying it again. I feel extremely lucky that I am able to see the world's best player. How is he living his life and doing practices and playing matches from a first row seat, you know. I'm a kind of guy who is not ashamed to ask anyone in order to improve. What are you thinking? What are you doing? What are you working on? Any advices, any tips, whatever. So I really feel that just by being around him helped me a bit to become a better player. But you have to know that this is only 5%. I feel that the main change comes within a player, and I can say within me, that I had the will this year to manage to change some things.
Janko, you came in here in this tournament as the first alternate. You pushed Berdych to 3 sets and now you've beaten Djokovic. How do you feel about your performances in this tournament and over the year in general?
Even though I wasn't 100% fit for this tournament, I have to say also that I was running on an empty tank after Paris. After Rafael Nadal, I don't think there is a guy on tour who played more matches than me this year. And this is a fact which, you know, people should know. You have all these guys saying that they're playing on their empty tanks, but I think even counting Davis Cup, I think I'm the guy who probably played the most matches, you know, this season on tour. So I managed to play good because this is all new for me. This is something amazing, you know. I'm not, I hope that I will be here next year and in the years to come, but you know, when something is new, you're always excited about it, and you know, suddenly out of nothing I got a chance to play, and I really didn't want to, first of all, disappoint myself and disappoint all the people around me and finish this brilliant year in a bad way. So regarding the 2 matches, I don't feel that anything strange has happened. This year I have beaten Thomas twice, and in Paris we played a tight match. Every time I play him, it's extremely tight until the end, you know. So, and against Novak, I'm really happy that I managed to win finally. Every time we played, I managed to win a set, and then lose in the end. So I'm really happy that I managed to, win today in the end, and strangely finish the season with the victory. I'm not really used to do that.
Janko, you said shoulder and US Open, and I was wondering, you're one of the few people who can really compare this in terms of speed, power, motion, placement. How much has Novak's serve changed from the US Open when you played him there and to here in London?
I don't think that his serves changed at all. I might say that he's missing the sharpness in overall performance which he had in the US Open, but you cannot play better than that. You can then start to judge Roger if he manages to lose to someone and say, well, but that's not the Roger when he won Wimbledon 5 times. So we all have our good and bad days. I feel that even though Novak, as I said, was not playing probably his best tennis, that he was still trying and fighting to win. And in the end, I feel really, really happy that I managed to, turn the tides and finally, beat him. I lost, I think, 4 or 5 times already against the guy, and always in tight matches. 3 times, okay. 3.
You've talked about the year you've had. It's obviously been great and how a lot of things are new. But next year, you'll be a top tenner, you'll be a marked man. Have you started thinking about a different mindset for dealing with the fact that it will be different than rising into the top 10?
I feel that next year is going to be even tougher than this. I know it sounds maybe strange and something unexpected, which you guys maybe, don't hear often, but, I feel that players will take me a little bit more seriously after this year, and I will not be able to catch them off guard, I don't know how is my reputation on tour, but I was imagining that in these previous years people were thinking, he's a good player, he can play really good, but just, in one point he's going to crack, and just stay with him, I know that I need to improve my tennis, even if I want to stay here where I am. It's not, I promise you, if I play the tennis that I'm playing this year, I will drop out of top 10. I am aware that I need to improve and play even better if I want to stay where I am and improve on the ranking. I know it's early to speak. I don't want to, the season is over, and for me, and I don't want to start thinking about goals for next year, at least for another 2 weeks, because my vacation is starting. But, I really, really want to improve. If you see players like Nadal, Djokovic, and Federer, even though they're at the top, year after year, they're improving, improving themselves. And I feel that this is something which I want to have.
Janko, this is obviously your first time here. What makes this tournament so special, and what's the one memory you'll take away?
I will probably take away the victory today, because it's, beating the world #1 in the last match of the season is something which I feel that everyone is going to remember, I'm not talking about the crowd, I'm talking about a person by itself. The tournament, in my opinion, is perfect. And I'm not saying this out of happiness and because I'm happy that I won today. I'm saying this trying to be realistic, The tournament director is doing an incredible job, even asking, he asked my manager like a couple of times, is there something that I can improve? He's not afraid to talk to people and see in which aspect he can improve the event. Everything from start to finish is unbelievable because the people are really caring for the players and, holding them like not stars, but superstars, I generally love the British crowd because they are in love with this sport, but they don't damage the tradition around it. They respect the players. They, if the referee says quiet, please, I can hear the other guy breathe on the other side of the net. So they love this sport, but they respect the values and they respect the players on court.
Can I just ask, where are you going on your vacation?
I'm going to Maldives on Monday, hopefully with Novak. He's gonna come there on Thursday or something, but yeah, we cannot, you know, I was telling you guys that we're close off court, not just with him, but also with Nenad, and I'm having dinner with the guy tomorrow, and I saw him, yes, this morning on breakfast. So I generally don't like playing Serbian players because we're so close off court, but you know, I hope that we can all play next year here in London. That means that all of us had great season, you know. Thank you.